I think it's an utter waste of time, because it comes out of this idea that people go, oh, I've got so many emails, I know I'll put them into folders because that will help reduce the amount of stuff that I have to deal with. But actually, what you really want to do is reduce the number of emails that come into your inbox. So let's look at that today. So first of all, subscriptions to mailing lists, marketing stuff, etc. So you could create a rule in Outlook. I'll quickly show you how to do this. So any email that contains the word unsubscribe goes into a separate folder. It is worth learning how to use Outlook rules. It looks a lot more complicated than it is. There's a few options. You can right click on a folder and click on rules here. So right click on a message and click on rules here. But what we're going to do is we're going to create a folder specifically for subscriptions. And then we're going to go File, Manage Rules and Alerts, New Rule, because this takes us to the Advanced Rules wizard. With specific words. Unsubscribe. Add. Okay, next, move it to a specified folder, subscriptions. So obviously then you won't see these in your inbox, so you're going to have to manually go through them. And then there's plenty of exceptions if you want to keep things in your inbox. You can go back and edit this later. Now, if you tick this box, it will do stuff on the messages that are already in the inbox, and then move anything that contains unsubscribe to the subscriptions folder. And then press finish. And there you go. It's really worthwhile using the Outlook rules. There's lots it can do. It's worth spending some time on. And it's not that complicated. It just looks complicated. Hope that helps. You could look at all the emails you're getting and go, is this useful? Do I need to be receiving this email? So a good game to play with your team is the CC game. So some companies, and I will pick particularly, I've had some American clients that are really bad at doing this. We just CC everybody on an email. So whenever you're replying to an email, use reply all, then remove the people that don't need the email, because you can always add them back in later if it transpires they do need it. So a lot of people get CC'd into emails for information. It's like, yeah, but they've already got plenty of emails already. They probably don't need more. So if somebody doesn't need to make a decision on something, you probably don't need to CC them in the email. So go online, find out about the CC game. You can get like this point system. There's various different ways of playing it to try and reduce the number of times you get CC'd in an email, because it's pointless. You don't need it. Just share it to people at the beginning and the conclusion. The second thing is sending emails that say thanks. Now this comes out of a problem of people not knowing whether emails have been received or not. There are read receipts, but it's not that reliable. So I would recommend never ever sending an email that says thanks, because it's utterly pointless. If you've got something useful you want to share with people, share it in the email. If you're waiting a response for them, ask that. Now, there's two approaches when it comes to asking questions via email. And I use both, but it really depends on the person you're communicating with. So if you're going to ask a lot of questions of somebody and they're busy, they're probably not going to answer all the questions. So is email the best way of doing this? Would a quick 5-minute Zoom call not be more efficient if you've got a lot of questions to ask? So send them your Microsoft Bookings or Calendly link instead. We'll cover some more on that later in the week. Or send them one question at a time. This can be a really good technique. If you're trying to get someone that's super busy, you've got a few questions and they lead through each other, ask them one question. When you get an answer, go, great, now I've got another question. That's your opportunity to say thanks. So we'll look at that in some more detail over the course of the week. But the first thing to do, and the purpose of this video, is reduce the number of emails coming into your inbox. Then you've got less emails that you need to drag into those hundreds of thousands of folders you've pointlessly created. So if you've not done so already, please watch the video where I show you how to set up search folders in Outlook, because you need to have that working so you can find stuff quickly. And the evidence is, I share with you a scientific paper that shows that putting emails in different folders doesn't work. So make sure you've got that in place, and then start to have a think about, do I actually need to get these emails in? What emails that say thanks, emails that are BCC'd and CC'd to you? Can you just say to the person, hey, look, you only need to CC me in if it's something I need to action. Otherwise, just make the decision. Once you know what's happening, send me the final email chain and I can look through it if I'm interested. So I hope that's useful. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm really keen to kind of get people to use email more efficiently because it's such an enormous drain of time. Thanks for watching.